She's charging right, but here like, already grabbed the brakes a couple times, and she have to crank outside.
Getting a crank in there.
She's losing a little bit of energy, but sometimes you need those capro cranks to like, all right, I am in now, let's go.
Yep. Down through that rock section where we saw Aitan have a bit of a falter, and she's going to hang right here over this big rock.
She's looking fluid, she's looking good on it. You can hear, you see the back wheel that's just hitting every rock, especially right there. Those rocks are not moving.
Oh! Using all the hours in the gym there to hold herself up in the handlebars, keep herself away from going out the front door. If you're new to downhill racing, then these bikes specially designed to go down a hill, as the name would suggest. But the thing about them is they're like a Formula 1 car, Cedric, aren't they? They need to be up to speed to work.
They are, and everyone and a lot of people are working with telemetry today. Here we can see a mallet bike. It means like a 27.5 on the rear and the 29 wheels on the front. Then some people ride 29.
Petrovska crosses the line 9 seconds faster.
Woo, she's looking good all the way down. Like you say, you have to ride fluid like water.
Well, whatever Vanessa had for breakfast, it worked anyway. She is down and into the hot seat. Let's see if Lais Bonnaure can make any inroads into her time. The French, I would say, that's sat beside a French
line here. Sorry.
So strong still in downhill.
Yep, she took the inside line, and it was. We saw 3 different lines on the second corner today already on the junior woman.
Let's get her through this steep section then. Cedric Bonnaure, where is she?
She's there.
She's going to the left-hand side then.
Not taking the inside here. She's making the corner a little bit more round. Oh, she's all outside then.
All the way outside, slightly too outside, but she stayed inside those course markers crucially, but she'd be in the wrong gear now, having to just get that flow back, Cedric.
Yeah, that's really hard here. If you miss your line, like I say, with the speed, they're getting into that wood section. If you miss one line, and it's so steep, that the TV right now is not making the justice how steep it is. And if you miss that line, you're dropping seconds. Then after that, you need to reset and start cranking.
That's it, yeah. I guess to a newcomer to the sport, it looks all about bravery and adrenaline downhill racing, but it's such a mental game as well. To be able to press reset halfway down a run, let's see what the split has her at.
She was doing better here, but like she dropped a lot of seconds in our wood section, and this is almost today really hard to take this back. She was 11 down.
11 down at the third split, so not going the way Lais Bonnaure would have hoped.
And those 2 wood sections, like I looked at this morning, you can drop so many seconds like in one mistake, and that's basically what happened. But it's hard, like that's how you learn. That's the way it is. They're going to do replay with cameras. They're going to work hard and come back stronger. And we have a big field in France of like many coming.
You really do. There's plenty more young French racers champing at the bit to get the UCI Mountain Bike World Series. And Lais Bonnaure comes down the line, 10 seconds back, not the run she would have hoped for, but she's down, not injured. The next race is only a week away.
Exactly. You need to start somewhere, and mistakes, they're made to learn. Then let's go.
Here we go. Scotland's Amy Kenyon there for Pink Bike Racing on track. One of the big young stars of the junior women's field.
I love the way she's walking the trail at the top, doing a little manual and using the free speed like pumping.
4th at the World Champs in Liège last time out, and 5th in the overall. 5 seconds back for Kenyon though. Maybe an issue somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe a spot we didn't see when she dropped cap at second.
She was actually up at the second split by half a second, but she's dropped 2. She's dropped a second and a half at split 3, so...
Yeah, something happened between split 2 and 3, and she's...
Off the big drop smoothly for Kenyon. Dips the elbows over the line.
She's not pedaling. Did she have a problem with gearing?
Let's have a look. Let's see where the eyes go.
No, the chain is on.
Chain's on. Looks like there's air in the tyres.
Yeah, the tyres are pumped. But how tough is this trail? It's just like on all the way down.
And it is full of rocks. Even the second you get offline, there are just axe head rocks wanting to take a tyre off, wanting to puncture a tyre. Lisa Bouladou now drops in.
Another French lady. And now switching. That big part, first part, you need to be quiet and get free speed and breeze, because it's coming just after that. 2 big technical part are basically, I think they are the keys today. Who is going to be able to win?
Yeah, and as you say, it's a race that's won by, it's run by fractions here and there, and just being precise as we rejoin Bouladou now.
That was clean.
That was extremely clean. Now, can she get on the anchors and make this inside line?
She was round, she was quiet, and I saw Loic and Gapol, the guys doing that instead of going straight line, and I think today, that's probably what you have to do.
A former European champ, 5th at the Worlds in 2022. She comes into that steep section. Oh, fast through
she's
there.
getting good.
That worked well for Lisa Bouladou.
Great line in there between those two trees. I think that's the fastest line. There's 2 lines in there. Like either you go all inside or you switch in the middle between those 2 trees.
You've got to thread the needle between those 2 trees on the way out of it.
And
though.
it's so tight. And commitment for sure.
Yeah, and this turn here, Tricky just squares it off.
Yeah, and important because you don't want to, you know, if not, you have to crank so hard just after that corner because a little bit of a uphill.
Bouladou now.
Stuck a little bit there.
Turning down left though, kept it moving.
That's what you have to do today. Keep that bike rolling, baby.
The French woman now with the #1 plate.
Oh, looking good here. She didn't stop the bike.
She's 5.7 seconds to the good, so this could be a victory for Bouladou if she keeps this momentum rolling. But there's plenty more track to race here in Lenzerheide.
Oh, she can smell the finish line.
Bouladou.
She's on the 29.29, is it?
On the big wheels. Not a bad shot here.
Is it? Oh, no. Millet. I was kind of unsure because I know.
6.3 seconds now. Bouladou off the drop. She'll
amazing.
hear the crowd. This is one of the best feelings in cycling. Makes that last jump. Turns left.
Oh, she's on it. She's cracking hard for the last
Over
drop.
the line then. Bouladou, is she going to do enough here? Is she going to knock Petrovska off the hot seat? Bouladou takes the win by 6.5 seconds to the good.
Ah, Cocorico.
What a way to start your year.
Great run. Impressive all the way down. She didn't have a moment, a little bit, no, she was a little bit like tired and she's like, wow.
There is just Erice Van Leuven now at the top to stand between her and that win. What can Van Leuven from New Zealand do?
Oh, she looked good. Oh, she's on the charge. Definitely cranking right away after the gate. Oh, she's sending it.
Into the steep section now.
Oh, that's
Van Leuven.
wow, great lining inside here.
Inside. We've not seen that today.
That's the line I was telling you, but really hard to get with.
And it's worked. She was down the first split, but she's up by 1.1 now. Van Leuven is moving.
Oh, that's impressive. She shaved down a lot of time.
Turns hard left. I think she's carrying more speed through this section, you know, Cedric, to my eyes.
Yeah, and she opened that corner a little bit when a lot of people were staying inside. Oh, really nice
Really
there. The
nice.
right end, really difficult.
Just got off the brakes, released the energy, lifted the bike up over that little crest as Van Leuven making good sense of the conditions here in Lenzerheide.
Oh, she's taking the chance, that's for sure. She's definitely not a passenger on the bike. She's like telling the bike what to do. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa!
Hangs on, she's 1.8 up now. Edging on to 2 seconds quicker. Is it going to be enough?
It's going to be enough. You have to crank. Every corner now, it's going to count.
It's going to count. It's just staying smooth. It's staying fast.
Stay off those brakes.
Can Erice Van Leuven over the drop? She's 3.8 up now,
wow.
nearly 4 seconds. Van Leuven making great sense of it. Clears that jump with ease. Turns right. Squares up for the big drop. Pedaling off the end of it. Van Leuven down the line. The last rider on course is going to take the win. 5.4 seconds into the good. Erice Van Leuven wins the first UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup of 2023 for the junior women.
What a run!
What a run! Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We've still got more to go. We've got Valentina Roa Sanchez,
but what
the
a
fastest
run.
qualifier.
What a run on the speed 3 and 4
That
was insane what she did. There we go, last, not the least. Oh, she's fast.
This is the fastest qualifier yesterday then, Roa Sanchez.
Oh, she was fast.
So this is us jumping to the live shots now. Roa Sanchez, 3:27.894.
Yeah,
She comes into this. Is she going to go inside, or is she going to go? Yeah.
She caught a bit on the two street, but
Rubbed a
not
lot of
inside.
speed off on the way down there, Cedric.
Yeah, it's two off. But what a run!
What can the Colombian do on the transition?
That was an interesting line. She went halfway between two lines.
She's
there.
2.8 back. Maybe Van Leuven has done enough to win this.
Yeah, she needs to start cranking, but still some time she can get here at the bottom. She get focused and she still have some energy. It's time to give everything she got.
This is it. Full commitment now. There is no other option. She's got to roll the dice.
She's looking good here.
Yeah. Will it be enough, though? We're about to get a split soon. The Colombian lit up qualifying yesterday with comfortably the fastest time, but it looks like it's getting away from her today.
Hard gear. She's suffering right now. Really hard for her.
Roa Sanchez then.
Be careful on those corners. They look easy, but really easy to make a mistake on those bike park corners.
Hangs left, heads off the drop, heads
off,
down towards the bridge. It looks like it might be a bridge too far though. 4 seconds back now, Roa Sanchez. It's going to be Van Leuven's to lose unless Roa Sanchez can do something absolutely unbelievable in this last split. She crosses the line, all eyes on the hot seat. Van Leuven's done enough.
Second.
Van Leuven wins the UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup, the first one of the year here from Bike Kingdom Lenzerheide.
What a run, though.
Oh, commiserations already for Valentina Roa Sanchez.
You know, it's always tough, you know, to win the semi and lose the final.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough pill to swallow, but Cedric, you've got to do it on the day.
Exactly. You have to deliver when it counts. But
let's have a look at some of Van
Leuven's.
Leuven's. Cedric, talk us through this one then. Where did she make the time?
I think those cranks outside, like every time she could crank, and she's sending it at every jump, try to land in the backside, try to get that speed, you know. You know, when you case, like at the finish line was a little bit sketched though, but hey, that's what she did. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if you've crossed the line. Van Leuven crossed the line to win it today.
What, those cranks, they were so powerful on the right gear. Not such a strong gear too.
I'm joined here by the winner of the junior downhill women's, Erice Van Leuven, 5.4 seconds fastest. Tell us how it went for you.
It was an insane run. Like, sometimes you have the runs where you can't remember anything because it just works so good. And that was one of them, so I was really stoked. But one section where I crashed in qualies yesterday, I did, like, for me, perfectly, so I was really happy, yeah.
Great, thank you very much, congratulations.
Thank you.
There is Van Leuven then. Look, I got a feeling, Cedric, she knows how much that means.
Oh, definitely. All those winter training, and especially a crash, then she said, well, she did good.
There we go then, 4 seconds ahead of Roa Sanchez. And Roa Sanchez still second place, good points. Bouladou third, Petrovska fourth, and Aimi Kenyon in fifth for Pink Bike Racing.
That was just high quality racing.
It was, wasn't it? It was all out. It was all out, and we're going to have plenty more where that came from when the junior men take to the track momentarily. But a big start to the year for these young racers. Erice Van Leuven walking away with the win. 4 seconds to the good. An absolutely incredible margin, given at what we're facing here in Switzerland as well.
They breed a lot of fast riders with Brooke McDonald's and so many over there. Whoa.
Yeah, something in the water in New Zealand, all right. Plenty of pedigree mountain bikers coming.
Look at the replay. Look at the bike is working, and she's, like I say, not a passenger. She's attacking.
She is
attacking. You see the body language here?
Yep.
The bike is going the right way. She's already correcting it with the body, and wow.
On that Commensal bike, of course, the Commensal brand, Max Commensal, we just saw him in the background of the shot a second ago. It's really come to dominate downhill racing again.
Wow, that was such a good line. She was not afraid of she was not touching the brakes.
No, she wasn't.
Pads are expensive today.
Brake pads, yeah, maybe running low. It's hard to get bits these days. There we are, the finish area in Lenzerheide awaits another exciting race. The lake just off the top of your shot there.
How hard to be focused, you know, when you have such a good view and you have to be focused on where you're going.
I don't know, I found I was always so deep into crisis management, I didn't see a lot around me, but yeah, Lenzerheide, and absolutely, as I say, Switzerland, a stunning country, but this is one of its most stunning parts here in the Swiss Alps.
Yeah, good in cheese and chocolate, and on beautiful tracks for down there.
Yeah, and for cross country as well. Sunday, we've got the short track World Cup coming up later on this evening in terms of the endurance World Cup side of things. But Sunday, the big one, the cross country Olympic, where this place will be packed, standing room only for the Swiss fans who come to support their heroes every year.
I've been many times in these races, and definitely Lenzerheide is like the Cherry, like for William, like the crowd, it's so compact.
It's one of the big ones, isn't
And
it?
they can see a lot of the racing in one spot, and this, I think, it's key, and they understand that. That's why it's so, and it's beautiful. It's all manicure, like the grass is perfectly cut. So I don't know what kind of lawnmower they have, but it's amazing.
Well, let's take a look at the junior men's start list. The riders we're going to see on track momentarily.
And if we think this was fast, and it was already fast, and juniors, it's just a notch faster.
Here we go. Dylan Marino will get us on their way in just a second. And then Max Halchuk, Clement Logier, Gavin Tomlinson, Arthur Perfillon, Alfie Hemming.
So many. It's a big mix of a country here. It's awesome.
There is, yeah, record numbers. As I said before, Hugo Marini for Commensal Muck-Off by Riding Addiction. One of the big names to watch ahead of this one. Henry Kiefer then for Germany, the fastest qualifier from yesterday. Bodie Kuhn from Trek Factory Racing. Lucas Lagnall from Canyon Collective Pirelli will be the three last riders we see on track.
And those guys on the big team already, they have
the
to
big
deliver.
teams already, yes.
You know, when you look on the left and on the right, you have the elite guys already, and you want to be in this spots in a couple of years, you know, like it's intimidating.
Hugo Marini, imagine, yeah, eating your breakfast every morning looking at Deprella and Piron. He knows how to go fast, Cedric.
Yeah, they're probably fishing, and I hope those guys, I handpick those kids as well, you know, like some little tips and do that, and, you know, don't stress too much, it's going to be fine. And, you know, those guys have big power on these juniors, you know.
Yeah, Amaury Piron actually told us